What's up, online shoppers? Now it is the end of summer, and one of the things that is the biggest pet peeve I have is fruit flies. They definitely are a plague towards the end of summer, especially once all the tomatoes that we've grown outside in our garden come inside and sit on the counter. And for us, it's even in the drain. That's right, in the drain. And that can be a health hazard no matter which way you look at it. Definitely when Kinzua reached out and offered to gift me this Fly-Zyme, which is an ultra strength drain treatment to help address the issue of fruit flies in my drain, I was absolutely tickled. Now, one of the things I love is the volume of it. This is a 1 gallon jug of the ultra strength drain treatment, and the directions are super simple. You just pour the treatment down your drain, let it sit for about 20 minutes so that it can absolutely digest everything that's there, and then you flush it with water. No extra cleanup required. That is delightfully hassle-free in my opinion. Seriously, 20 minutes of wait time is absolutely manageable, especially if I can get rid of all those pesky, gross drain flies that keep coming up and plaguing my house. Now let's talk about what actually this is. Basically, it's a thickened gel that carries an enzyme. And the reason it's thick is that you want it to like coat and cling to your pipes so that the enzyme can get to work and start peeling off that grime and buildup right off the insides, which is exactly the kind of environment that those drain flies love to inhabit. The other thing is, because it's a stick around kind of gel, it's going to work away at the gunk instead of just being something that kind of like slides through and has no impact. Now, the other cool thing about this is it has Citronella essential oil in it, and that smells fantastic. It's a nice touch, not only to help deter the fruit flies, but also to leave a faint, fresh kind of a scent afterwards. And when I think about it, it's almost like they thought about, how could I make this more enjoyable for the homeowner who's using the product? That is thoughtful. Enough talking. Let's take this over to the drain and put it to work. So here we are at my drain. Let's say that your kitchen drain is the usual suspect for fruit flies, lots of different uses. Now, I'm obviously using it for residential, but you could also use this for commercial purposes too. Pour, wait, and flush. Kind of like a spa treatment for your sink here. Nothing bad to touch or inhale, which is super important in food prep areas. Now, I have actually 2 separate drains. They both empty into the same drain. So I'm going to pour part of this down this drain, and I'm going to pour part of it down the other drain and let it get to work. Just let it get in there and do its job. So we've got it down the drain. That's about half of the container. I'm going to save that for the other part of my drain. That is how you use Fly-Zyme, this ultra strength drain treatment. I've also put this to use in my basement where we do a lot of rinsing of our wine jugs. And when we make tomatoes, because we're Italian, we also have to rinse out all of that equipment. The tomatoes and the wine tends to attract the fruit flies as well. And I've used another treatment of that, and I have to tell you, it works so well. So to wrap this up, the Kinzua Fly-Zyme is absolutely an awesome product. So whether you want to use it at home, in your garage, or at your place of business, especially in food prep kind of areas, this is definitely a great product to consider. Intuitive, clean, and it feels like it was really thoughtfully formulated. And to top it all off, the smell of this stuff, it's almost like an air freshener. It smells so fantastic. It's been thoughtfully formulated to not only address the fact that I've got flies coming up from my drain, but it also works away at eating the buildup of grime that leads to those conditions in the first place. It repairs and it refreshes without any harsh chemicals, and also with not a lot of effort on my part, which to me is a bonus. Really love this. I hope it's helped you to make your decision. The Kinzua Fly-Zyme is absolutely a family favorite at our house.